Now, San Francisco was there today, and the Trey Lance workout, it was a lot of things that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch reportedly wanted to see. But I got to get this off my chest as well when it comes to Trey Lance. The Falcons were there. They had a big presence at the second pro day. In no world should the Falcons consider Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Brett Favre. They can't take anyone who plays quarterback with that 4th overall pick, okay? You can't. You hired Arthur Smith to be your head coach because in Tennessee, he was an offensive guru, and he's a workaholic. He's buttoned up, unlike Dan Quinn. What I do, it's simple. You take Kyle Pitts. You put Kyle Pitts on this offense with this talent, and Matt Ryan, don't Jordan Love him. Don't Jordan Love Matt Ryan. Give him Kyle Pitts, who pound for pound, best player in the draft. Can you imagine Kyle Pitts running pass patterns alongside of Julio Jones? Telling you, the Atlanta Falcons can go 10-7 this season and be in contention for the playoffs if, in fact, they take Pitts. Under no circumstances. You want to trade down. I don't love it, but if you get a bushel of picks, we could have a conversation about it. You cannot, repeat after me, do not draft a quarterback. This is not a rebuilding situation. I love that Atlanta's doing their due diligence. Maybe they want folks to start giving their best offer, give the perception they might pick Trey Lance. Do not ever consider taking a quarterback 4th overall. Zion Williamson sure sounded like someone who would love to play basketball in New York on a permanent basis. Listen, as a New Yorker, as a Knicks fan, that warmed my heart. If you're a fan of the Pelicans, and I love how Zion threw it, well, obviously, after New Orleans, boy, color me concerned if I'm a Pelicans fan. I mean, Zion Williamson couldn't wipe the smile off his face talking about the Mecca at Madison Square Garden. And by the way, this is kind of a big deal because, A, Zion clearly wanted to be a Knick originally, and we talked about that in moment. And remember with the lottery, the Knicks had a golden opportunity to get that #1 pick in the draft a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you something else. There's a big picture topic for discussion here, too. The way Tom Thibodeau is coaching this team, as we talked about earlier in the show, you're going to see stars like Zion Williamson want to play for the Knicks, want to play in the Mecca, want to play Broadway. I can't wait for it as a Knicks fan. This is going to be the new normal. You're going to see stars like Zion, the young stars who have no attachment to New York, who don't understand what Knicks history is all about or basketball in New York's all about, or remember the Patrick Ewing Knicks. I mean, forget about the Willis Reed Knicks. I mean, this is going to be great for finally attracting free agents. That soundbite from Zion Williamson is a huge deal for the Knicks moving forward. Sorry, New Orleans. The most anticipated baseball series of the year more than lived up to the hype. The Dodgers and Padres, first installment of the season. Simply phenomenal baseball in San Diego this weekend. LA, a machine. The Dodgers won 2 out of 3. That was expected. That's what we predicted. But the high-level ball was simply amazing. All 3 ball games came down to the final innings. How about this? In 30 total innings, 27 were within 2 runs. 23 of those 30 innings within 1, and 11 of those innings were tied. Think about that for a second. Friday was a show with Corey Seager hitting a go-ahead bomb in the 12th after Kenley Jansen blew a save. But Saturday was just absolutely special. How about Clayton Kershaw and Yu Darvish? More than lived up to the hype. Clayton Kershaw, greatest of all time, ask again. The Dodgers starting pitching all weekend. I mean, look at this right here. It was brilliant. It was breathtaking. More proof why LA is winning the entire thing. I loved when Kershaw and Profar were jawing at each other after a catcher's interference. Don't let Kershaw, being a great guy, fool you. He's the ultimate competitor, and I love this, the real bad blood. It's great for baseball. You know what else is great for baseball? My guy, Mookie Betts. making the play of the year, a diving catch on a Tommy Pham liner. Look at this. And he was going nuts. Think about it. There's 2 on, San Diego down 2, bottom of the 9th on Saturday. I've seen that replay a million times, saw it live. I don't know how he made that catch, but that's Mookie Betts. He's a show. He's Patrick Mahomes. Don't let this kind of greatness become normal. The Padres winning Sunday in come from behind fashion, behind 2 huge hits from Eric Hosmer. Great theater. Sets up the next installment coming up this week. We have 4 games in L.A. starting on Thursday, and it's amazing. Features the best 2 teams in all of baseball. This is fun. This is feisty. And this is more proof that the Dodgers have gobs of talent and confidence, and nobody is beating them this season. The Yankees are a flat-out mess. They can't hit, they can't pitch, they can't field, they can't win. New York is now 5-10 and setting all sorts of franchise records for futility. Through 15 games, this is the highest number of strikeouts the Bronx Bombers has ever had. They're hitting .210. It's a mess. Everyone deserves blame here, but I blame Aaron Boone the most for the start of the season. This on the heels of Boone botching the division round last year, using the opener against the Rays after winning game number 1. Boone's lineups are terrible. The team is pressing. That's on the skipper. The Yankees had flaws coming into the season, but should have been at the top of the heap in the American League. Friday night was the single worst game I've ever seen the New York Yankees play. And then on Sunday, the defense wasted Garrett Cole. It's unacceptable. I mean, if one thing was going well, then I think at the end of the day, we would look at logic. I mean, it would be one thing if you could say, all right, it's early and it's April and we'll have May and June and CBS Sports reports we're going to have a July. But collectively, the Yankees have so many issues. They can't make contact. Hicks and Frazier and Torres, butchers in the field in addition to not hitting. Judge can't make contact. Neither can Stanton. DJ LeMahieu told the press the team is pressing. It's true. At some point, the Yankees' boomer bust lineup is going to hit, but what about the fact they have no reliable starting pitching after Garrett Cole? They can't catch a cold in the field. Normally, I always subscribe to the adage, you don't check the standings until Memorial Day. But if you've been watching the Yankees, if you watch Tampa march into Yankee Stadium and sweep them away, you know this is an underachieving, sad sack of a lifeless ball club.